Hi, everyone. Coach Sullivan here again with MGS Coaching Football. To my subscribers, I thank you. Non-subscribers, I'm hoping I can tease you into pushing that button. This past fall, I completed my 38th year coaching football, and I was a defensive coordinator, but over that time, I've also been an offensive coordinator, special teams coordinator, longtime head coach, and all of this at both the collegiate and high school levels. In this presentation, I want to talk to you about our match quarters grade 4, our base match quarters, versus what we call South Carolina, okay, so not subscribers, which is a Scat concept. Okay, remember, we use states to label the two-man route concepts, but Scat's a little different. So it's South Carolina Scat, SC, right? And that's how we present it to our players so they can associate South Carolina with Scat. So over here, I got the key terms as far as how to defend South Carolina or Scat. And then over here, I'm going to bring it to life for you. Okay? So the first key term, number one, is the surface. Everything begins with the surface. The surface is the offensive line. And when there's a tight end, the tight end becomes a part of that surface. So tackle, guard, center, guard, tackle, tight end, that's the surface, right? This half reads this part of the surface. This half of our defense reads that part of the surface, and it includes the tight end. Okay? So I'm not going to say every time with, 8 different times for our 8 pass defenders, surface. It starts with the surface. They show run pass direction. So before I go over another term, the surface is showing hi-hat pass protection, right? Whether it's a hard set, soft set, it doesn't matter. Boom, done, all right? So all our guys know it's pass. So the number 2 is read number 2. He tells you what to do, right? Read number 2 tells you what to do. Woo! In this case, number 2 is running a corner. 10 or more yards, right? Corner route, part of the Scat concept, as you will see. So number 3, the Scat concept, and this is what makes it a little different, right? We still differentiate what the 2 receivers are doing, 1 and 2, reading number 2. But in order for it to be Scat, there has to be a third receiver involved. So in this case, it's going to be the running back. But if we're a 3-by-1, it would be the number 3 receiver would be involved in Scat, okay? So I'm only going to show it to you with the running back today. And so I'm purposely using 11 formation and personnel grouping so I can show you the 2 techniques for our outside linebackers. Detached would be the guy in space. He will expand and then cut number 1 on the sit. And the attached is on tight end. Difference is now you add knockback, right hands on the tight end, and then expand cut number 1 sit. All right, so that's why I always choose to use 11 formation personnel for the 2 different techniques at outside linebacker. Number 6, our boundary and field corners, as they would do in the Florida. Non-subscribers. They're going to sink under number 2's corner, and then they can play up and match the running back flare. All right, or 3 bubble. So I'll bring that in when we get to the diagram. Okay, and it definitely is a part of our overall philosophy and our match quarters concept. Make the offense throw to the shortest route in the concept, and in this case, it's the number 3, either running back flare or 3 bubble. That's what we want them to have to go with the football. And when we're playing it in our grade 4, we just follow our base rules, and it automatically makes the offense do that. Number 7, the whip and the free, Mott, man over 10 on number 2, right? 2's vertical, they got him, so non-subscribers. And then last but not least, the inside linebackers, they got running back 2 or mirror the Q. Running back 2 or mirror the Q. So I'll go over that with you as well. All right, so first thing we're going to do here is I'm going to show you South Carolina or Scat to the 2 wide receiver side. Okay, this is a 2-by-2 set. the two wide receiver side, which for us non-subscribers is our pass strength that we would call Liz, and this is our detached outside linebacker, right? So first of all, in the Scat Concept, I'm going to draw the two receivers first. Number 2 is running that corner route, and again, 10 plus is typically the breaking point to make it a corner route. And then what number 1 does, he runs the sit, which is typically about 5 yards or less over the original alignment of number 2, the receiver. He comes in and he sits. That's the quarterback's read, okay? Because now this is what makes it scat, right? 3 receivers. The running back is running the flare, okay? So if the outside linebacker vacates, that's where they're always looking to hit you, dink and dunk you, right? If he's covered and he's covered, that's where we want you to go, okay? So let's start off with our detached outside linebacker. Surface, showing pass. 2's going vertical. As he expands, he sees 1 coming to him, he's going to cut it, which means get in between number 1 and the quarterback. Man, that's easy. That's his base rule. He's always expanding the 1 with eyes on 1, and if 1's coming to him, he's got him. That's the base rule. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, corner. Field corner in this case. Right? Walk pedal. Sees that it's pass. 1 is going in. He now keeps his eyes here and he sinks underneath the corner. Right? As he's sinking under the corner, he's reading the quarterback's indicator the whole time. If the quarterback tries to throw it, now we'll take a look at the safety. Zit, walk pedal, walk, let him come to you. Right? Pick up the tempo, match the tempo, have the zone leverage on top, stay on top of the corner, high, low, that's doubled. He cuts 1, double 2. Again, this is where it has to go. So this is what's meant by, okay, sink under, play up, and match the running back route. And you see the quarterback turn to have to make that throw, stick it in the ground, redirect, and come up, because he's doing that. He will do that. Everybody starts pursuing the football. And that's the shortest route in the concept. And that's just playing our base gray 4 rules. I'm going to save inside linebackers for last. So over here, okay, what we've seen in the past when they're going to run scat to a tight end, number 1's usually a little bit closer. Okay, so we've seen it out of wings. It ends up being an attempted pick on the inside linebacker, not knowing that we're not going to fall for that. So what we'll say here is an offensive coach is going to have a field day telling me how wrong I am with this, which is fine. We're going to say number 1's going to run a sit, and he's going to pretty much split the difference. Okay, there is not going to be a number 2 at the tight ends part of the box. It's kind of messy. He still runs his corner route. And just so you realize, he can't be doing both. If the back, they were running scat on this side, the back would be over here. Okay? So the only difference in how this is played is by the attached. That's his world at tight end. He's going to hear pass. His eyes are there. And when that thing moves, he's got a fistful of tight end every time. That's the knockback. So he hears pass. He's been taught, when your shoulders and your hips start to turn, you got to let them go and then expand. So that's the difference, right? Knock back, expand, cut the sit. So boom. As he expands, he sits, he cuts it, gets right in front of it. And everything else stays the same. Walk pedal, sink. Walk pedal, stay on top, doubled, right? Ball's thrown, stick it in the ground, redirect, as will he, right? See, everything stays the same. Inside linebackers, running back 2 because number two's not to them. He reads the flare. Go and get it. Go get it right now. Chase it. Running back's away from you. What mirror means, yes, it's spy the quarterback. But he moves, so he's in front of the quarterback. So when the quarterback's looking downfield, if he is looking downfield, he's looking at the linebacker. So the mirror to us is a reminder to the inside linebacker to get right in front of the quarterback wherever he happens to be lined up for his launch point. It is spy, but that's what the mirror means, okay? And then it would be switched if over here now he would go get it and he would be the mirror. So see, the offensive scheme tells us what to go. So the running back is not uncovered. He's got an inside linebacker chasing him inside out, along with people stick hitting the ground. So match quarters grade 4, we love seeing South Carolina or a scat. Love it. Okay? And that's why usually we don't see it too often. So as I said at the beginning to my subscribers, I thank you. Non-subscribers, I hope I've teased you into it. Anybody has any questions, please reach out to me, CoachMJSullivan@gmail.com. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I'd like to thank you for watching MJS Coaching Football, and I'd also like to take the opportunity to thank YouTube for providing this platform.